Today, we are exploring the brand new, one-of-a-kind Capital One Lounge in New York's JFK International Airport. Located in Terminal 4, this lounge has so many unique features and is one of the coolest lounges I've ever been to. In this video, I'll show you the amenities, explain how to get access, and share my honest opinions. So let's get into it. Hello and welcome to another airport lounge video. So this lounge actually opened in June of this year, so just a few months ago. And this is Capital One's new flagship lounge. As the flagship, it's actually the largest Capital One lounge in the network. And it's also the only credit card branded lounge that's open 24/7, which is super exciting. As I've been walking around, I've just been noticing how beautiful and clean and brand new this place really is. As you can see, there's lots of windows which provide nice views of the tarmac and also an abundance of natural light. I also really love the layout of the lounge. I think they did a great job of creating separate and distinct seating areas so you can easily get a change of scenery and switch up the vibe just by moving between areas. Since I assume most people head to the airport lounges for the food, let's start there. This lounge has several distinct food offerings. At the buffet in the primary dining section, you'll find cold bites, non-alcoholic beverages, and desserts. I treated myself to an arugula salad and a deviled egg. I am really enjoying my salad. It is vegan, and I'm actually really impressed with how many vegetarian and vegan options they have. I think everything on the cold bar was either vegan or vegetarian, which was really nice. But also, one of the guys came by with a cart of bubbly, and he said that they do it every day at sunset to cheers to the day that just happened and also the day that's to come, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. In general, I would say that the service here has been really, really great. Everyone is friendly and attentive, and so yeah, definitely a highlight of this lounge. Just past the cold bar is the cheesemonger, but this corner of the lounge is especially cool because here they offer 45-minute cheese tastings complete with wine pairings and bits of meat and fruit. Talk about bougie. Another food offering is the grab-and-go / bagel and coffee shop near the lounge's entrance. This is exactly what it sounds like, a counter where you can grab a few items to go or order a bagel sandwich and some coffee. Of course, this is paying homage to all the bodegas and bagel shops that New York is famous for. The last food option is the hot menu. So this is the hot food menu. You just scan this little QR code and then they bring the food to wherever you are in the lounge. I'll be testing this out a bit later in the video. The bar is of course also a very nice attraction in the lounge. I loved the decor, and the drink menu had some very delicious sounding cocktails and mocktails organized by different neighborhoods in the city. I didn't try any of the drinks, but I definitely enjoyed chatting up the bartenders. And welcome to the private room. So private rooms are another amenity that the Capital One Lounge offers. There are 2 lounges, I believe, and you can reserve one of them for 45 minutes when you enter the lounge. So when I got here, there were 2 other people ahead of me on the wait list, and then when it was my turn, they texted me and I was let into the room. But this room is ginormous. There are 4 chairs in here. This is such a huge space. I was expecting there to be like a working desk. I just assumed that like people would use this as a little office space, but there's just a little countertop, so that's better than nothing. Apparently you can order hot food to these rooms as well, so I think I'm gonna take a look at the menu. As you can see, the hot menu is pretty small. So let's talk about how you can get into this lounge. Because it's a Capital One lounge, of course you can get in if you have a Capital One Venture X credit card that is different from the Capital One Venture credit card. The Venture X is the premium credit card. I believe it costs $395 per year. I actually just got this card and I'm already loving it. I really think that it pays for itself when you look at the benefits, but that's a conversation for another day. So if you have that credit card, you can get access access to this lounge. If you only have the Capital One Venture or the Capital One Spark Miles for Business card, then you'll need to pay $45 for entry. Non-card holders need to pay $90. Also, because I'm flying Singapore Air's business class later today, I also would have had access to this lounge even if I didn't have the Capital One credit card. If you're flying a premium cabin in your airline, definitely always check in advance which lounges you have access to in that airport, because sometimes it might surprise you. If you are interested in getting the Capital One Venture X card, use my referral code that is listed in the description box. Okay, my soup was just delivered and he's running to get me a spoon. I did enjoy the soup, though I did feel like the portion was so small. It would have been nice to have a larger bowl. All right, let's finish up this tour with the last couple areas in this lounge. The bathrooms were clean and beautiful, but definitely on the small end. And there was often a line to use the restrooms, so a few additional bathrooms would have been nice. Not featured here are the showers, which you also need to reserve upon arriving at the lounge. And lastly, the lounge has a very comfortable and spacious parents' room. All right, that is a wrap for me at the Capital One Lounge. I'm about to go head to my flight. I'm flying business class on Singapore Air for the first time. I'm definitely going to be filming it, so be sure to check out that video next. But overall, I had a great time at this lounge. I think the service was probably the best part, but definitely the food was also really good. And the amenities, I mean, this place is just so brand spanking new and stunning. I definitely recommend that you come here and check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more exploration, inspiration, and travel tips. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!